Hello everyone. In Unit 5, today we are going to see the topic key elements of reinforcement learning. Let's go into the topic. Before entering this topic, let's have a recap about what is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is a branch of machine learning focused on making decisions to maximize cumulative rewards in a given situation. Unlike supervised learning, which relies on a training data set with predefined answers, reinforcement involves learning through experience. In reinforcement learning, an agent learns to achieve a goal in an uncertain, potentially complex environment by performing actions and receiving feedback through rewards or penalties. Some of the elements of the reinforcement learning are agent, environment, state, action, and reward. Let's briefly see them. The first element of reinforcement learning is agent. Agent is the decision maker or learner which interacts with the environment and take actions to receive feedback. It aims to maximize cumulative reward. The world the agent reacts with is called as an environment, which is the second element of the reinforcement learning. It provides states and responds to actions with new states and rewards. Third element of the reinforcement learning is state. It is a specific situation or configuration of the environment at a given time. It represents the current circumstances the agent finds itself in. The fourth element of reinforcement learning is action. The choices the agent can make in a given state is called action. These actions influence the transition to a new state. The fifth element of reinforcement learning is feedback from the environment based on the action taken. It can be either positive, encouraging the action, or negative, discouraging the action. It guides the agent's learning process. Let's have a simple example on this. We have an agent under reward with many hurdles in between. The agent is supposed to find the possible path to reach the reward. The goal of the robot is to get the reward, that is the diamond, and avoid the hurdles that are fired. The robot learns by trying all the possible paths and then choosing the path which gives him the reward with the least hurdles. Each right step will give the robot a reward and each wrong step will subtract the reward of the robot. The total reward will be calculated when it reaches the final reward, that is the diamond. Some of the main points in reinforcement learning is input. The input should be an initial state from which the model will start. Output, there are many possible outputs as there are a variety of solutions to a particular problem. Training. The training is based upon the input. The model will return a state and the user will decide to reward or push the model based on its output. The model keeps continue to learn. The best solution is decided based on the maximum reward. Now let's see the core concepts of reinforcement learning. There are three concepts: policy, value function, model of the environment. Policy is the strategy the agent follows to select actions in different state. It determines the agent's behavior. In other words, we can say a strategy used by the agent to determine the next action based on the current state is called policy. Next concept is value function. It estimates the expected future reward from a given state. It helps the agent evaluate the long-term consequence of its action. In other words, we can say that value function is a function that estimates the expected cumulative reward from a given state. The next concept of the reinforcement learning is model of the environment. An optional internal representation of the environment which is used to predict future states and rewards. In other words, we can say that a representation of the environment that helps in planning by predicting future states and rewards. Let's see some of the types of reinforcement learning: positive and negative. Positive reinforcement is defined as when an event occurs due to a particular behavior, increases the strength and frequency of the behavior. In other words, it has a positive effect on behavior. Negative reinforcement is defined as strengthening of behavior because a negative condition is stopped or avoided. Thank you.